Okay, so what we're going to do this afternoon, we're going to show you another recipe that you can cook on your Cadac Safari Chef 2. And today's another very simple one, something you can prepare either a couple of hours before you do it because it needs a bit of marinating, or you could prepare this at home and bring it with you and keep it in the fridge until you want to use it. And it's perfect for camping, caravanning, even in a tent. You could pop it into your cool box and still use it sort of the next day or the day after. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do some tandoori salmon, and we're going to cook it on the Cadac with some sweet baby peppers and some asparagus. But first of all, we need to get this salmon marinated in the tandoori sauce. So quick and easy, this is what I'm doing. Look, I'm taking this, these come from Bako foil, the zipper all-purpose bags, absolutely perfect for preparing this type of food. And what we need is a bag here, just like that. And we're going to marinate it in this bag. And the reason we're going to do it in this bag, because if you are camping and you are in a caravan, the last thing you need to do is wash up dishes that have got tandoori sauce in them. So as soon as you finish with this, you can then throw this in the bin and it keeps everything clean. It also means that you can squidge it around inside the bag and get it marinated. Pop that into a cool box if you're in a tent, pop it into your fridge if you're in the caravan, and off you go. So what are we going to do? I've got 2 ingredients.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course you can.
So when you say you're going to do it at home,
Yep.
can you then do it at home?
Yeah, of course.
Can you then stick it in the freezer and then take it frozen to the caravan?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Of course you can. You can pop this in the bag at home with all your marinades, pop it into the freezer and then bring it with you. Or you can just pop it into the bag and then bring it with you and use it that day or the following day. Okay, so the ingredients are obviously salmon, 2 nice chunks of salmon. We're using a bit more salmon than normal because I just want to show you the effect that we would have on this. But having said that, we are cutting back on the food and we're only going to be eating vegetables with this, so I think it's quite a healthy meal. Then I've got some 0% fat natural yogurt. Good old Tesco's on that one. And also from Tesco's, I've got this Cadac oven bake tandoori sauce. Now we're not going to bake it in the oven, but what we're going to do is we're going to barbecue it. So we're using a bit of sort of a bit of this, a bit of that, and a few ideas, and trust me, this is absolutely fabulous. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get the marinade inside this bag. Okay, so just open your bag up like that, and then take this sachet. It's got an easy rip opening at the top here. Okay, and then tip that into your bag. Just squeeze that marinade straight
that smells lovely.
into that bag. Does it smell it? Can you smell it? Yep, lovely. So there you go.
I'd never even thought of tandoori and salmon.
No? Well, you can do it with chicken,
Yeah.
you could do it with fish, you could even do it with some lamb, you could do it with some pork, you could do it with beef, anything, but we're choosing salmon today. Then take some of this, okay? Let's give that a bit of a shake so that mixes it up before we open it. And then peel that back.
I'd have laughed if that had gone splat all over.
I know
the
you
top.
would, that's why I was really careful, because you were waiting for that, weren't
It
you?
was, yeah. It always happens to me.
Take 3 dessert spoonfuls of that natural yogurt and just pop that in there. Okay, give that a bit of a stir around with your spoon.
Don't put it back in the yogurt, I might eat it later.
Okay, just give that a bit of a stir around. It does look a bit mucky, but that's what a marinade is all about. So now what do? We pop the salmon in that bag, just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. Pop that salmon in the bag. Bring the bag up. And I've used the zipper bags because to me that's just easier and better to do it. And just before you zip that last bit up, just try and squeeze some of that air out of that. And you should have a bag that's well and truly zipped up. And there you go. And then just take that and just gently just knead that salmon in that bag. You don't have to squeeze it. What you're trying to do there is just get all those juices, all that marinade, all that yogurt, all that tandoori sauce mixed in with all that salmon. Bring it all down into the bag, nice and easily. And as you said, you could pop that in the freezer at home and then bring it with you when you come out, or stick it in your cool box. And what we're going to do now is we're going to pop that into our fridge. Okay, so in the fridge.
Oh, my slipper's lying there. That's good, isn't it?
Yep, lovely.
Never
Well,
mind.
this is a home.
Yeah.
Pop that in the fridge, leave it there for a couple of hours, and let that just marinate in all those herbs and spices of that Cadac tandoori sauce. Okay, what we're going to do is come back to you again shortly after a couple of hours, and then we'll get that out and cook that on the old Cadac, and then you can see how well it cooks, and then hopefully get some idea of another simple meal. Speak to you all again soon. Okay, so here we are, a couple of hours later, Mrs. T.
About that, yeah.
Okay.
And it's raining.
And it's raining. Can you hear the rain? But it doesn't deter us British people.
No.
Look at that. You can see how the colour of that has gone. That's just marinated absolutely beautifully. I don't know if I can get that lid open now.
I hope so, otherwise we won't have any tea.
I know. Well, there you go. That's the first bag's open. And you just look inside there.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, the smell is gorgeous. Right, so what we got? We got the Cadac on the go here. This has been on now a couple of minutes. That's getting nice and hot. We're going to pop that barbecue mat, which I've vlogged before, which is from twistedchef.com. Check it out because we've used this, I don't know, dozens of times now, and
Easy
this
to
is
wash and everything,
easy to wash. Keeps the Cadac clean. Absolutely brilliant. It really is. And you get 3 sheets of this in the packet. So check out twistedchef.com on Amazon. Place it on the top there so we can start to get that really hot and ready for that salmon. Got some tongs there to bring the salmon out of that bag. And don't forget, you can do that the day before. You could do it, stick it in the freezer, bring it away with you, pop it in the caravan.
I think we've covered that.
Have we?
Yeah.
Pop it in the old cooler box. There we go. I've just gone through that again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do this today with some miniature sweet peppers and some asparagus. I'm going to chuck that on the top and cook it all together and then serve it up on a plate just with a green salad and some lemon slices. So that now is getting quite hot. So what we need to do is delve in here, hopefully without not making too much mess.
Do you want my
And
knife at all? You're all right.
no, I think we're okay.
Cool.
Get some of that salmon out and just wallop it straight on to that barbecue there.
Oh my word.
Absolutely.
Is that your bit?
Yep,
Good. That's a huge bit of salmon.
that is beautiful. Get the other one out the bag.
Oh my god, that's just as big. I hadn't remembered how big
There we
that
go.
was.
And see if I can just get some of that sauce out of there and just put that on the top there. The smell
Just
is
lovely.
absolutely wonderful. So there we go. Let's just start cooking that and see how we get on. That is beautiful. Doesn't matter if that all gets mixed up on there.
And you just
And then all you need to do with that, seal that bag like that. Just make sure you get the air out of it. Seal it up like that. Do the lid up. Bish bash bosh.
And that
There
won't
you go.
smell. Brilliant. Good.
So we're going to start cooking this. We're going to come back to you again in a couple of minutes because obviously you don't want to see the whole sort of 15 minutes of this cooking. So we'll start cooking this and we'll give it a turn over in a minute and we'll invite you back in and we can have a look, see how we're getting on. Catch up with you again soon. Okay, so we've been on the old Cadac now for about 4 or 5 minutes, Mrs. T.
Yeah, must be that,
Yep.
yep.
So we're going to give it a quick turn Let's just turn that over, and you can already see that that's starting to cook through there nicely. Just turn that over there. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. And then what we're going to do now, I'm going to pop these, I'll do them with fingers, pop these peppers on, just so they can start cooking and pick up that heat. I said these are the mini types that you can get. We got these from Tesco's, and they're sweet peppers, and the flavour, they are so magnificent. There you go. Just pop those on there, and what we'll do is we'll just keep moving them around as we go through the process, and then towards the end we'll just throw all the asparagus just on the top of everything, and that will pick up all those last bits of juices and sort of some of that tandoori sauce flavour, and you get all that coming through that asparagus, and then that just finishes off that meal quite nicely. So again, we'll come back to you in just a few minutes once we get this on the move, and we'll have a look at it again. Okay, so we've been on there another 4 or 5 minutes, so let's just go for another turn, and you can really smell that tandoori coming through here. Just look at that, salmon tandoori. Ever thought of that before? Honestly, it really is something to worth considering. Not just when you're caravan and camping, but why not do it at home? Look at that, absolutely lovely. So I've been turning the peppers as well as time's gone on, just keeping them moving so we get a good even cook over those. Oh, I'm salivating just at the thought here. Mrs. T, what do you think?
Lovely.
Yeah, you like that? Okay, so we'll carry on doing that, and we'll come back to you in a few minutes' time again, just to see how we're getting on. Catch you again all soon. Okay, so here we go for the third turn. Let's just take that and give that another turn over there. Just starting to get a bit of colour on there. Absolutely lovely. Okay, let's turn that over. You just now start to see that salmon is nicely cooked on the inside. So what I'm going to do now is just take that asparagus and just place it on the top there like that as well, and that will cook there nicely, and in those last few minutes that will start to soften up, and then we'll be ready to serve it. Absolutely gorgeous. Catch you again shortly. Okay, right, we're just going to do one last turn, but before I do, I'm just going to peel some of that skin off the back, just because some people don't like skin, and also it just is a bit scaly. And I'm going to do one last turn now. Take that, turn it over. Like that.
Because it protected it, didn't it?
It did, yeah, absolutely. And then just keep moving that asparagus and those peppers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, bit of juggling. Just keep moving that around. You can see how that has now picked up all the juices from all that cooking. Getting a nice glaze on there from that salmon. And that, another few more minutes and we will be ready to serve that up. Absolutely delightful.
Act, isn't it?
Sorry?
It's a bit of a balancing act.
It is, yeah. So you certainly would struggle, oops, slippery little sucker. You would struggle to do more than 2 on here, but I was thinking the other day, if you wanted to make a bigger cooking area, just use the paella pan.
Yeah, good
So
idea.
you've obviously got that big pan, you could then easily cook for 3 or 4 on there, but possibly we'll look at that at some other time. So keep that moving, another 3 or 4 minutes, and we'll be ready to serve that up. We'll come back to you again shortly. Right then, let's dish this tandoori salmon up. Lovely bit of salmon there. Let's take some of those peppers and some of that asparagus. Asparagus is just right. It's just crispy. Absolutely gorgeous. Is that enough for you, Mrs. T?
Yeah, it's lovely, thank you.
Okay, pop that on the table.
Uh-huh.
Go back to the other one. Let's go. Pick that up. There we go.
Turn that off.
And got some asparagus. Sweet peppers on there. Absolutely. Fan-dabby-dozy, as they say in Scotland. And I hope I don't offend any Scottish by saying that. I was thinking of the Crankies. There we go.
Okay, I won't
Right.
go there.
So pop that on the table and look at that. We've got some really nice tandoori salmon there. We've got some asparagus that's a bit crunchy, and we've got some lovely sweet peppers. Just finish that off with a handful of salad leaves just on there, like that. Take a piece of lemon, just give it a good squeeze over the top of that salmon as well. Get some lemon juice on that salmon, and there you have it. You've got a really tasty tandoori salmon steak, some beautiful barbecued vegetables and a nice light salad. What more can you want when you're out caravanning camping? Absolutely perfect. I hope that has interested you and given you another idea of what you can do on a Cadac. If it has, please give me the thumbs up, or give us both the thumbs up, and we'd really appreciate it. And don't forget, hit that red button, because the more you subscribe, the more of this we can bring to you and share our ideas and give you more ideas for when you're out and about. Well, that's it. We're going to dig in. Thanks very much for watching, and bye for now.